Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be speaking about the magic and power of saying no. Now, what does it mean to actually say no? So, if you're coming across a situation, a request, or a task, and you have been requested to perform the task or help out in a situation, or there is a situation that has happened in front of you, you are analyzing whether you can actually take up that task and perform at your best and still do the task which are already at hand. So you are assessing whether you can say yes or you can say no. And in most of these situations, your answer is tending to be no, and you are evaluating how can you say no. So I just want to draw upon a few tricks and tips how you can say no, when you should genuinely say no, and when you can be a kind individual and consider if you really do you need to say no or you are overstretching and being too strict about your boundaries. So let's dive in. Um, first, First, we'll see what happens when you actually set very healthy boundaries by saying no. First, your priority tasks are your true, will literally become your true priorities and they get done. So, what happens is that because your priority tasks are getting more focus, you would end up having more time. And all your tasks and your time, your schedule, everything is intact. So you are more at peace. And also, you are teaching yourself in a way not to do people pleasing. And now let's dive into the other aspect. How can you say no? So, when there's a situation, task, or request that has come your way, first see what's your internal dialogue that's happening. If it's a clear no, then right away, in the most polite, humble, and respectful way that you can, please convey to the person that you cannot take up the task. Now, if it is a clear no, but you are scared or you're hesitant because of authority, if the person is of authority, or you may actually um, sort of like you may it may impact um the working relationship, or if you feel like you are tending more towards people pleasing, then just muster up all your courage and be kind and just clearly explain the situation to the person. Just for example, if you have 5 tasks already at your hand, then you may say something like, I do have these tasks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I pick up the 6th task, I would have to compromise on the 5 tasks. So you then you ask the person to recommend, like, would you suggest if I can hold on few tasks and then assist, or you have some other solution which I am missing at this point of time. In this way, you open up a conversation and you both can brainstorm. Now, this is just one example. It will completely depend on your situation, so use your judgment in all these cases. Now, if your answer is leaning towards yes, in that case, again, assess all of your tasks. So for this, you may reply to the person or that situation, just request for some time and then assess your task and then get back to the person and let them know. If you genuinely can pick up the task and it's going to be of value for both of you, why not? Just help out. But if it's not going to be of much value to you and you would actually means it will compromise your task at hand, but the person is in dire need of the task, then again evaluate, like, do you still have that bandwidth to accept and help out? And if it's a total win-win situation, yes, please go ahead and help out. But again, each situation, each task, each project, everything is unique, so you have to take the final decision and the final judgment that you want to do. And if you're in a limbo, you are not 100% sure, then just buy in some time. Just request that I will check back. I'll get back to you. I'll check my schedule and I will let you know how I can help you. And please to get back to the person respectfully. Now, we went through what is the true meaning of saying no. We went through the advantages of saying no. We also went through different ways in which you can say yes, no, or if you're in limbo, how to handle that situation. Now, I want to now bring to one caveat of saying too much no. Now, sometimes we get into this complete zone of creating high boundaries and saying no. So just be very mindful whenever you're saying no. Evaluate the situation. It could be that the person is in dire need and you could be one of the best people who can help out. So just take a deep breath, be mindful, and evaluate the situation and see how you may impact the other person and how you can help out without compromising your task at hand. And also, when you are, what do you say? When you are helping out in such situations where you are like you jumping into the situation would actually help. In those situations, even you would be at ease because you are actually helping out in the true need of somebody else. So just be mindful, be considerate, and be careful not to say too many no's. And another one caveat is that you're putting too high of boundaries and you're not able to see beyond the request about the dire need of the person. And the other flip side is that you're not looking at what amount of value that situation can add to you, what amount of value that project can add to you. And maybe you can reassess all the tasks, all in your schedule, everything that's going on, and genuinely see if you have the capacity to pick up something else so that you add some value to you. Maybe you learn something, maybe it will be an experience, maybe it's something that will pay out later in your life, or it's a valuable asset to learn. So just think well before you say no, because some things will not be right at the face, but there may be a deeper essence or value to that particular situation and task. So I hope this is very helpful, and please say and use the power of no when it is needed, and please be mindful and kind when you do that. Thank you so much.